Hi there. I wanted to bring you along on a video of a really good meal, and it's frugal in a way. Excuse me. Depends on the meat that you want to put into your lasagna, whether it's frugal or not. Let's start with that. But what I have here is sauce that I made quite a while ago, and inside here is 1 pound of pork. It's a pork sausage, and there's meat sauce. I made the meat sauce quite a while ago, so I'm not exactly sure how much meat hamburger is in that part of the sauce. So if I use all the sauce, I would probably have, I'd say $6 worth of meat, because the pork, I think the pork was like $4 a pound, and then the meat that's in there, it's not a full pound of hamburger. So I'd say about $6 worth of meat in here. Okay, so kind of frugal, and I won't be using all this sauce. But what I want to make is lasagna roll ups, and I learned how to make this years ago when I took care of a family. It was a busy mom and dad. They had 3 kids, so I did their cleaning, babysitting, and like light house chores, and I did cooking every once in a while. And this is one of her videos, or excuse me, one of her meals that I'm videoing for you. And it is super hot out, so I have my water here, my orange juice, so I can, you know, kind of hydrate as I go. And I don't like to use the air conditioning too much because it's expensive. So the air is on, but ooh, and this is hot, hot, hot. What I did was I put noodles. It's only my husband and I eating. I have my spaghetti noodles in the water here, and if I can get them up without breaking them. Ugh. Hot, hot. Okay, let's try to get that one. Okay, I did not put oil in the water. Okay, mistake number 1. Make sure when you boil your noodles, put a little bit of oil in there. But the noodles, I bought a box for $1, and they've actually been up in my cabinet for a little while. And I have 8 noodles, because it is only my husband and I eating. We're not going to eat this many, and we'll have a little bit of leftover. Let me kind of move the regatta cheese out of the way there. But what you want to do is have your noodles, cook them al dente. These can bend, but they're not super done yet. You're going to be cooking them, so you don't want them to be really, really done. You want to start off with a little bit of sauce in your pan. And like I said, I only have 8 of them, so I only have a little pan. So a little bit of sauce so it doesn't stick. There. And I'm using my handy dandy spatula from Deep South Homestead. I love it. I brought out pepperoni as well that I'll use. This was 10 for 10 at Kroger this week. I love that deal. Bought a huge pepper because we go through that like wildfire. First thing you want to do with your noodles is put down some regatta cheese. Whoop. I'm going to grab this. No, not that one. There. This. Okay. You just want some regatta cheese down, and I'm going to use my hands. They're clean. A little bit of regatta cheese down. My husband's not wild about this, so I'm not going to put too much on there. You use however you want. A little bit of that. And then I am going to put pepperoni on those. It's easier to cut that bag open. And to tell you the truth, people, I don't know all of how much the cheeses were, but I'm using a bag of mozzarella cheese that I've had. You know, so it's a pretty frugal meal. I would say you could probably make this for, you know, a family of 4. I'm going to say for under $10. you'd have, you'd end up using the whole box of noodles. You'd use your meats, your cheeses. It's not very expensive and is really good. This is Lasagna Roll Ups. And the children that I made these for, way back when, loved them to death. You couldn't get them to eat regular lasagna though. I thought that was weird. But, oh, that's going to end up on the floor if I'm not careful. That would not be good. This is good stuff though. My father used to make lasagna when we were kids. Love it. That was one of our favorite meals. He's a good cook. And it's almost Father's Day. My dad lives many miles away from me. I moved, he didn't. So I sent him out a package. There, okay. Let's do some pepperoni. And I don't think I'll do pepperoni on all of them. But I think it'd be kind of fun, different taste. I also went out to the garden too just before I turned the camera on. And I grabbed some of my own spices. I have parsley and basil. And I'll put that on here. I'll cut it up. Spread that out. There. Some's going to have more than others. That's okay. And I also have my sink full of water to clean my hands. Let's do a little bit of cheese. You can make this any way you want to. This is your meal. Make it the way you want. If you like mozzarella cheese, use it. If you don't use it. That's the good part about this. Oh, I have a kitty cat wanting out or something. I have 3 cats. Yesterday, we couldn't find Wayward. Well, it turns out Wayward was locked in the closet. My husband in the morning grabbed a shirt out of the closet. Wayward went in, and I didn't know he was in there until I realized Wayward's missing. Poor thing. Okay, now, a little bit of sauce. I'm probably going to end up making a huge mess, too. A little bit of sauce. My husband loves meat sauce. The more meat, the better, he said. So I'm hoping this is going to be enough meat for him. I think it will be. Okay. Last night we had BLTs. Yum. My husband usually doesn't tell me what he wants for dinner, so I've got to kind of make up our menus. Well, on Friday he said, I think I want BLTs, lasagna, and onion rings this week, or this next week. He was talking about, he was talking last Friday. So, we have had BLTs. Today we're having lasagna. And tomorrow, I'm going to make those onion rings. And it's a really great recipe. It's a really great recipe. And I'll make a video. I know I've made a video before, but I don't know if it's ever landed on YouTube yet. This here is Parmesan cheese, and I got the shredded parm. It's not just the little sprinkly dried stuff. I went special this time. And this was actually $3. I think it was like $3.50. So this is expensive, but it'll last us. See how little you put on there. Okay, we have, I think, enough cheese. I do have cheddar cheese as well that I might end up putting on. And then you roll them. This is the hard part. You gotta, this is the messy part. And that's why you want these al dente too. Just roll them carefully. Stuff's gonna fall out. That's okay. Okay, not bad, not bad. Put it in your plate. There. Okay, not bad, huh? Look at that. I don't think I'm gonna have a room in there for 8 of these. Yikes. And I probably put a little too much meat sauce in there, but that's okay. We'll probably each eat 1 or 2 of these and be done. And I'll probably also make a garlic bread. Yeah, this is really good. Super easy, people. Super easy and really good. I am not going to cook these in the house because it is so hot. I do have my central air on now. I turned it on just a couple minutes ago, but it is too hot to cook in here. I got the water. Ooh, that's hot. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Ow. I boiled my noodles and I heated all this up, cooked up the meat in the pan, so it really got hot in here. I'm going to cook my meal out on my Traeger grill. It's a smoker. If you don't know what a Traeger is, look it up. It is awesome. And I do have videos from last summer about my Traeger. I love the Traeger grill. Okay, there. It's a little messy. I'll end up doing something else with these leftover noodles. There. Oop. The Traeger is awesome. We had tenderloin cooked on that, and that's what we actually had on Monday and Tuesday. We had so much of it. It was delicious. Okay, and then this here will go into the Traeger, and I'll probably put it on medium, and I'll cover it with tin foil. I think that's good. And then I will I'll cook it probably about half hour on the Traeger grill on medium. I think that'd be plenty. The noodles are cooked. They'll cook just a little bit more. And hey, guess what? I forgot to put in the basil and the parsley. Let's see if we can do that with this one. Don't want too much. I will show you a video on the basil. I noticed my basil is starting to go to seed, and I learned how to prevent that. So I want to show you that on video. But let's put this, cut it up kind of tiny, and drop it on. Fresh vegetables, fresh herbs. Wonderful. I love it. And I also today went to Kroger and bought lemons and oranges for lemon shake-ups. So what's for dinner tonight? Lasagna Roll Ups and lemon shake-ups. Let's do the meat here. Just a few pieces of this. I'm going to put down cheese now, I think. Okay. And my mozzarella. I'm going to top this with a couple of cheeses as well. There. I like to make things ahead of time, so that way when we're ready to eat, food's done, and whoever wants to eat can eat. Okay. It's going to be delicious. And it is just my husband and I tonight. Our buddy Rudy is on vacation. Rudy, you're missing out. I'll have to save some and oh boy, and send Rudy over some later when he gets home. Okay. All right. Put that right there. Okay. Now I am going to top it with more sauce. You want lots and lots of sauce. One of the things that my husband loves is this sauce. We get our spaghetti sauce and our pizza sauce from Pennsylvania Macaroni Company. Definitely look them up on Google. They sell full red sauces. You want to get full red pizza sauce? Awesome. Very tasty. And it comes in a number 10 can. We don't buy sauce from anywhere else for our pizzas and such. We do have some little cans up in the cabinet, but this is the best sauce. Cover it with a little bit of cheese. Like I said, I'll cover this with tin foil. The cheese will all melt and be yummy. I'm going to top it with a little bit of cheddar. Cheddar is a greasy type cheese. You don't want too much on there. little bit of that. Yum, yum, yum. Bake it for about half an hour and enjoy. That's it. Simple, easy. I love this meal. I will end up making some more of these and probably freezing them and using them later, but I'll let you go for now. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment. Let me know how you are staying frugal and what you're doing to feed your family on a budget. We're all on budgets, you know, we're all working to, you know, pay off our debts and all that stuff. So what are you doing to be frugal? Let me know because I need some tips. Thanks. Bye.